Hey friends, in the last part we have looked into 4 different methods which were bisection method, Newton-Raphson method, fixed point iteration method and regular falsi method. In this part we are going to look into interpolation techniques. Let's say we have been given some values of x which are x0, x1, x2 up to xn and the corresponding values of f of x, that is y, y0, y1, y2 up to yn. So interpolation technique, or it is a process which is used to find the relation between x and f of x, like we can find an equation, or we can also get the value of f of x for any value of x which lies in between this range. That is why it is called inter. Inter means it should be lying, the x value should be lying between the range. If the value of x lies outside the range, then it is called as extrapolation technique. So anyway, there are 3 different techniques. These are the Newton forward difference method and Newton backward difference method, and those are 2 techniques, and the third technique is a Lagrange interpolation method. So if let's say the spacing between these values x0 and x1, these spacing between these values between x0, x1 and x1, x2 and x2, x3 and so on, if this spacing, that is h, is equal, that is if these values of x are equally spaced, then we will use the Newton's method, either forward difference method or the backward difference method. But if this spacing, or if these values are not equally spaced, then we will use the Lagrange interpolation method. So for Newton forward difference method, let's consider we have some values of x which are x0, x1, x2. Let's say we have only up to x3 values. And we have also been given the values of y, or we can say f of x, which are y0, y1, y2 and y3. So now first we are going to find the difference between these values. Let's call it delta y. So the difference between these two values, delta y0, which will be y1 minus y0. Difference between next two values, delta y1, which will be y2 minus y1. Difference between these two values, delta y2, which will be equal to y3 minus y2. Now we will find the difference between these terms. Let's call it delta squared y. So difference between these two, that will be delta squared y0, which will be nothing but delta y1 minus delta y0, and the difference between this and this term, which will be delta squared y1, will be delta y2 minus delta y1. Now last, we are going to find the difference between these two terms, that will be delta cube y. So the difference between these two terms will be delta cube y0, which will be delta squared y1 minus delta squared y0. So now the formula goes as f of x will be equal to y0 plus u into delta y0 plus u into u minus 1 upon 2 factorial delta squared y0 plus
y0 plus u into delta y0 plus u into u minus 1 upon 2 factorial delta squared y0 plus u into u minus 1 into u minus 2 upon 3 factorial delta cube y0.
And if we have more terms, then we will go on, where this value of u is x minus x0 divided by h. x0 is this first value, h is the spacing between these values. This is how we do Newton forward difference method. Now for Newton's backward difference method, let's say again we have the same values of x, x0, x1, x2 and x3, and the corresponding values of f of x or y, which is y0, y1, y2 and y3. So for Newton backward difference method, let's say I'm going to take, again we are going to do the difference between them as we did in the Newton forward difference method, but I'm going to write this as nabla y or del y. So the difference between these two will be del y1 will be y1 minus y0. Difference between these two terms will be del y2, which will be y2 minus y1. Difference between these two terms will be del y3, which will be nothing but y3 minus y2. Now again I'll find the difference between these corresponding terms. So that will be del squared y. So between these two terms we will have del squared y2 will be equal to del y2 minus del y1, and difference between these two terms will be del squared y3, which will be del y3 minus del y2. And now we'll find the difference between these two terms, which will be del cube y3 will be del square y3 minus del squared y2. The formula now will become f of x will be equal to yn, the nth term, plus u into del yn, that is this term, plus u into u minus 1 upon 2 factorial del squared yn, plus u into u plus 1, then u into u plus 1 into u plus 2 divided by 3 factorial del cube yn, and so on. So for this, since we are having the nth term is 3, so we'll have y3 plus u into del y3, u into u plus 1 upon 2 factorial del squared y3, and also here we'll have y3. So the u value here will be equal to x minus xn divided by h. Again this xn is the nth term here, x3 in this case, and h is the spacing between the values of x. So when our values of x are equally spaced, we use either Newton forward difference method or Newton backward difference method. When our values are not equally spaced, then we are going to use Lagrange interpolation method. This formula is pretty simple. You don't have to form a table or anything in this case. So you'll have here f of x will be equal to, let's say my first term is going to be y0. So I'll have here x minus x1, x minus x2. I'll not take the x0 term, up to x minus xn divided by, since my first term is y0, here I have x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2 up to x0 minus xn, plus let's say my second term is y1, so you'll have here, so this is into y0, so this will be x minus x0 into, we'll not take x minus x1, we'll directly go to x minus x2 up to x minus xn into y1 divided by, since this is y1, we'll have x1 minus x0, x1 minus x1 will be 0, therefore x1 minus x2 up to x1 minus xn. Now let's look into one more term, plus let's say we are having y2 here, so we'll have x minus x0, x minus x1, we are already having y2, so we'll go directly jump to x minus x3 up to x minus xn into y2 divided by, since it is y2, we'll have here x2 minus x0, x2 minus x1, x2 minus x2 will not take that term, we'll take x2 minus x3 up to x2 minus xn, and this can go on up to yn term. So this is a Lagrange interpolation method, the formula for Lagrange interpolation method. Let's look at an example. So given these are the values which are given, the values of x 0, 1, 2, 3 and the corresponding values of y 0, 1, 3 and 10. We have to find the polynomial corresponding to this given input data. We can clearly see here that the value of h is equal to 1, which is equally spaced, which is the difference between the various x values, x0 and x1, x1 and x2, x2 and x3 is 1. So let's form the table now. So here we can use either Newton forward difference method or Newton backward difference method. So these are the values of x 0, 1, 2 and 3 and the values of y or f of x, that is 0, 1, 3, 8. This will be y0, y1, y2 and y3. So let's use Newton backward difference method. So now I'll have here del y, which will be del y1, 1 minus 0, 1, del y2, 3 minus 1, 2, del y3, 10 minus 3, 7. Then we'll have del squared y. So we'll have del squared y1 will be 2 minus 1, 1, del squared y, this will be del y squared y2, because since it is backward difference method, I'll have to retain y3 in the ending. So 2 minus 1 will be 1, del squared y3 will be 7 minus 2, which is 5, and the last term will be del cube y. So we'll have here del cube y3, 5 minus 1, which will be 4. Now the value of u here, x minus xn divided by h will be x minus xn here is the nth term, that is 3, divided by h is 1, that is nothing but x minus 3. So let's use the formula. F of x is equal to, formula was yn plus u into del yn plus u into u minus 1 upon 2 factorial del squared yn plus u into u minus 1 into u minus 2 upon 3, sorry, this is plus 3 factorial is equal to del cube yn. This comes out to be yn, here is y3, so this is also y3, this is y3, this is also y3. So that will be 10 plus u is x minus 3, del y3 is 7 plus x minus 3 into x minus 3 plus 1, x minus 2 divided by 2, del square y3 will be 5 plus u into u plus 1 into u plus 2, x minus 3 into x minus 2 into x minus 1 divided by 3 into 2 into del cube y3 is 4. Solving this, we will get the polynomial equation as f of x is equal to 2 by 3 x cube minus 3 by 2 x squared plus 11 by 6 x. This is the answer. That's it for this part. In the next part, we will look into the methods for solving definite integrals. See you then. Peace be upon you.